Alrighty, so you should have completed all of step 1 and now you're ready to move on to step number 2. And here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're doing right now. And our job is to create a formula that will work for any section number. And then we're going to test it against our T-chart with section number 5, 6, and 7, which we already have down here on our T-chart. And we know that how many blocks are needed for each of those. So we're going to create a formula right now. So if you remember, we created our coefficient here, which is plus 4, plus 4, plus 4, right? So plus 4 is our coefficient. Now if you look over here, for section 1, you've got 1 times 4 here gives you the blue portion, right? And then 2 times 4 gives you this blue portion. 3 times 4 gives you this portion right here. And this is section 4, and therefore we know that 4 times 4 will give us the blue section right here. So it's your section number times the coefficient, which is 4. So let's just zoom in here, and we're going to do this right. I'm going to write something right down here. And bam, there you have it, S times 4. So this is our section number, right? And in this case, this is section number 4. So section number times 4 will give us the blue boxes here. And this happens to be section 4. So it's 4 times 4 will give you 16, which is exactly what we've got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, which is indeed 16. Now then, the only thing I have left is the constant that never changes. I got these two right over here. And then if you look over here, I got these two right over here. And then if you look over here, these two right over here. And then, once again, these two right over here. So what never changes is at the end here, we've got to add in the two red ones, right? And this right here, my friends, is your formula. And that is lovely. So let's go ahead and test that formula against our T-chart. So we're going to test it against section 5, we should get 22, section 6, we should get 26, and section 7, we should get 30. But before we do that, I want you to just go ahead and pause the video and copy down our formula of S times 4 plus 2. Alrighty, so now if you're not ready still, just keep hitting pause. But if you're ready to go, let's rock and roll here, my friends. And we're going to first solve for figure number 5, right? So I'm going to enlarge this so I have a little bit more room. And then I'm going to rewrite the formula. I'm going to write S times 4 plus 2. And then I'm going to substitute the S, because this is our variable. So I'm going to substitute it with the 5th figure, right? And then that's going to be times 4 plus 2. I'm going to just copy down the rest of the formula. And then I've got 5 times 4. That happens first, and that's going to give me 20, right? And then I'm going to add 2 to that, and I'm going to get my grand total of 22. And let's go ahead and look over here for figure number 5. And sure enough, figure number 5 needs 22 blocks. So that works, doesn't it? Superb, my friends. All right. So now I'm going to just box this because I know that one worked. And then I'm going to move on to problem number 6. Not problem, figure number 6, okay? So let's go ahead and we're going to shrink this again, or enlarge it rather. And then we're going to write the same formula. So I'm going to write S times 4 plus 2. And now this time, this S is going to represent the 6th figure. So I'm going to write 6 here. Then I'm going to write times 4 and plus 2. Now 6 times 4 is going to give me 24, and then plus 2, well, let's go ahead. 24 plus 2 is going to give me 26. Let's go ahead and check here and make sure, and sure enough, for figure number 6, we get 26 blocks, and that certainly agrees. So I'm going to box that one because, lo and behold, it does work, my friends. All right, so now I just have to test it one more time with figure number 7. So I'm going to write the formula again, and I'm going to just write S times 4 plus 2, and then I'm going to plug in figure number 7, right? times 4 plus 2. And 7 times 4 is going to give me 28 plus 2. And that will give me a grand total of 30. And lo and behold, my friends, how many blocks are needed for figure number 7? 30 blocks. So once again, this works, and that is perfect. That is all you had to do for, whoa, this is running away from me, for step 2. So what I'd like you to do right now is go ahead and pause the video. Make sure that you write this formula right here. I'd like it right underneath the figure number 4, because that way you can see s times 4 is the blue portion, and then the plus 2 is your constant, the red right here. And then copy down your 3 tests for figure or section number 5, section number 6, and section number 7. As soon as you got that copied, you are done, my friends, and then we will move on to step number 3. So until then, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon.